Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Misty with Happy Planning with Misty, and I am needing to set up October in my basic STALOGY. So as you know, this is something that I back plan in. This is something, if I'm gonna have a creative moment, it's gonna be in this book. So I done a washi dashboard, and then I printed me some vellum, and this is the way the September went as far as the mood. I didn't finish it. I've got it wrote down, but I hadn't finished it yet. And figuring out what layout I liked, what layout didn't work, what layout I didn't use. And so there was a lot. This was a Etsy shop that I ordered from. It was like right at $4, but she had 5 weeks. She had all these pages that you're seeing, plus she had 5 weeks of different layouts. So you could vertical plan, you could horizontal plan, but I just like drawing in my weeks, because like this was a Cocoa and Fluff, and I done it like a cousin style, just depending on what all I've got going on, what I don't have. This was a Sweet Kawaii design. And so let's see here. Okay, y'all, I got lost for a minute because I was having to try to find my tip-in tape. I knew I had it from where I'd done my tip-in last month. So, alright, so the last plan with me was to the 28th. So then we've got the 29th and 30th of September before we go in October. And so I want the whole month of October together. So this is where I'm going to start my like Hello October. So I printed this stuff, made this stuff in Canva. I didn't want a thankful for every day of the week, so I just made me a grateful. I like writing down what I'm thankful for because it keeps me reminded. When my mind automatically wants to go negative, it brings me back to that. I'm going to use my corner rounder to get these pages rounded. This is something that I just wanted to play with. I think every time we get through a week or a day, I'm going to color in the number as we plan on video. And I made me some vellum on Canva also. So this here, I think I'm just gonna tape to the page because I actually didn't do it the size I wanted it. I made it too small. So we're gonna do washi tape and tape this to the page because I like how it turned out. This is another vellum I made that's just got all kinds of candy and stuff. And then this one here I had fun making. This is pumpkins. Of course you can see that, but with some leopard print. And I've pulled all kinds of washi to go with it that is like autumn looking. This looks red, but then at times it looks orange. So this one is a maybe. It depends on what it's up against. So that might be more red than I like. I had this leopard washi tape, and I also had this one. This one here, it is gradient, and it's from Smarty Pants Paper Co. And then I had this one, which really went with that well. So that's a Simply Gilded. And I've got some Moody Cats. I've got some Sweet Kawaii design. that I can put with this. I've got Cocoa and Fluff that I just hauled. If y'all didn't see, you can go look on there, that we can bring into these spreads. So we've got the washi, and this pink one, I know that is not the color, but I had found this one and thought if I needed one to layer with, I could layer with it, but I don't know that I'm going to need it. I know they don't really go with this other color. So then I've got some Sweet Bean Plans, and this here is from the Grumpy Tortoise in United Kingdom. So I got that. Then I was like, I don't know if I've even got Halloween stuff. Y'all, I have bought so much stickers in the past 3 or 4 years of me being into planning. I need to make me just a fall box that would cover September and October, because look at this that I found. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to find anything. Look at this. This is an XO Mama plan. That is adorable. I found where I ordered some stuff from Temu. And then I found this book by Agenda 52, and it's got fall and Halloween in it, and autumn. So I think this is the ones that are all about October. I think this is more, because it says Together and Grateful, Thanksgiving, November type. And then let me pull just one of these, I think, out of there. And so y'all just grab a cup of coffee, because I am just going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy and lay out some stuff. And this is going to be like stuff to decorate the pages with, but I've also got like Simply Sweetly Crafty. Look at that. The Nightmare Before Christmas. And y'all, it is raining and it is cloudy, and it is finally, the weather has dropped off. It is cool. So these are by Sweet Tea Plans. I thought this would be cute for decorating. It's clip art. Sweet Tea Plans, I don't know what happened to her. One day she had bukus of stuff up on Etsy and on her shop, and then she's gone. And so I loved her stuff. I don't know what happened. I've got some more stuff from Dawn with Cocoa and Fluff. She used to be called the Scrappy Fox. And so then this is cute. Purple and orange just are beautiful to me. I got some PC parts left over from Sweet Kawaii Design that I can use. I've got Miss Kelly's freebie. And I've got, look at this. Who is this? Which one is this? Simon? Look at him in that killer outfit. Is that not hilarious? I love that. So like deco related stuff, I think I'm going to sit to the side. This is Sweet Bean Plans. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to find nothing Halloween. Ha, ha, ha. And this is an October spread that we are going to try to, I wanted to draw one of my monthly ends. I had no desire to do it last month, but I wanted to do it this month. So I'm going to set that monthly to the side. So then we've got another October freebie. This was the September freebie. This was the October freebie. Now, I don't know what year these were, y'all. So then I've got Kayla's Ambassador Fall. I've got Adorably Amy Designs. Got her kit. I've got a small kit. It's just a couple of pages. And this is from Avalon and Ninth. This is from River Ink. And this is an autumn kit with a little bit of deco. I got it in a D-stash. This is from Bubba Bear Studios. And look at those little ghosts and those monsters. Hey boo, let's get spooky. So this is Bubba Bear. So I think I've got plenty of kits to plan with. This is another Which Better Have My Candy. Rip, meow. This is another Let's Get Spooky from Bubba Bear. This is from River Street Stickers. She's no longer, so this is definitely an autumn related. She's no longer creating kits or has her Etsy shop. I miss her and love her. This is from Fabulous Planner Box. So we've got the autumn vibes definitely going on here with some deco. Then we've got some decorative. I've got these cute icons from Sweet Ava's Paper. She had a sale and I jumped on it. It wasn't recently. Haunted House. Let's see, that's Christmas lights. That's next month, or in the next months. I think I grabbed anything. These are like for things that's going on throughout your month, but it's got the bats in it. So we might use, like this is washing clothes with the bats. There's a autumn drink. And then I cannot read that. Tomb, Sweet Tomb. So Home, Sweet Home. Dead Tired. So I grabbed those icons that would sort of be in the right season. And then let's see, that kit was way too big, so I'm not going with that. So go back here and we're going to do like this hello to October, and I think I'm going to do that one and this one. And I have not even asked y'all, how are y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing good today. This past weekend was rough with this weather changing and it coming in like this, but the rain and stuff, and like, you know, that big hurricane that was in the, where did it hit, y'all? Not the Bahamas. Oh, y'all, I can't think now. But anyway, it hit. And the pressure off that was rough this weekend. Because we've had the rain. We went from having no rain to being real dry to now we got the rain. But we're supposed to have sunshine tomorrow. And tomorrow will be Friday and Halloween. And I got to work tomorrow afternoon. Let's see, I want to round this. And then I want to take this down also. And I have got to do some designing. I've got to do my CE for pharmacy and renew my license. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so now, let me see here. We're gonna put some decorative stuff on these pages, and I don't know if you can see this washi or not. I'm trying. So I think I might use Dawn's that I got just recently, because this is, it's got the ghosties and stuff, but I don't know that it's big enough right by itself, or enough right by itself. So let me see here. And that is, let's see what this will look like layered. I hadn't even opened this up. But we're fixing to remedy that. We're going to get it opened up. Been talking to Maddie, trying to get everything situated for her to come home in November. And she's also got, I don't know if you're friends with me or not on Facebook, but I shared her schedule for her. She is singing in the school choir, and so they just recently got their schedule for them needing to travel and where they're traveling and when they're traveling. And so and I'm excited to have her home for a little bit. She's had a rough few weeks. She had a bad bladder infection. We got her on antibiotics and got that taken care of. And then she called me and she said, "Mama, this whole top floor is sick." Said we all gagging and coughing, and this here says, "Hey pumpkin." So we'll put that on there, and then we'll put this big pumpkin right here to sort of help with that. Alright. Then this here, I want a little bit, but not much. So I think I'll just do this. This is a, let's see here. We might can just do it like this, like it's a notepad thing that's been hung up. Okay, so like that. Cute. And let's see. I've got these little candy corns, so I think we'll put them spread out like that. Cute. I like it. Okay, so then I done a let's do this calendar. Let's see, I might have to cut this down some more. This is too big. Yeah, I think we'll have to trim it down a little bit. Yes, we finally got her well. And then as far as with like the bladder infection, and then they're trying to learn Christmas songs. She was practicing to maybe 9:30 last night with the choir. And she said, "Mama, I finally had to stop. They made me some apple cider, and I've just been sitting in there listening to it listening to them sing so I can make sure I'm learning the songs, but I can't sing. My throat is so sore. So she was sipping on hot apple cider, and then she got back to the dorm room and took pictures of I need to take that down first, of her sinus medicine she had in her little medical cabinet or medical box that she's got up there. She said, so will any of this work, Mama? I was like, yes, because she had some Advil cold and sinus in there, and I was like, that's what you need. And so it's hard to doctor, you know, when you're so far away. But technology has made it easier. It's a lot easier than in my day when I was up there and I had to call Mama. You know, you had to wait till a certain time of the day in the afternoon to call when it was cheaper because it was long distance. And now we can FaceTime and everything else. That is cute. I love this washi. That's the Sweet Bean Plans. Okay, so we've got that. And then I think I want to do my mood tracker. Where did my corner rounder go? Let's see. Have I got this? I need to trim just a smidgen off of it. That way. And then I think I want more to come off the top of this because I think I'm going to do me a washi background. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that would be, let's bring some of this in. What better way for a mood tracker than to be on with Moody Cats. So let's bring these into the picture. Let's start with these and see. Yeah, let's do this. That is so pretty. She does her own drawings of stuff too. But I definitely have to wait till shops that, you know, do their own drawing, I definitely have to wait till they have a sale or in a sale, because, you know, stuff, and it's only right that it's like that, but stuff that is hand drawn is more expensive than the stuff that is just, you know, like clip art related, that you just go and buy the clip art for. And that's only right and fair because they've spent bukus of time doing that. That is so pretty. Man, when it rolls out and it has that white paper behind it, man, that is gorgeous. It makes all the colors that's in the washi just pop. So, yeah, we got Maddie situated. And then I had a neurologist appointment. Let's see, this is Thursday, Tuesday. And I told him, I said, look, I realize you have tried bukus of stuff to get to the bottom of my migraines, but I'm like, nothing works long term. I can get some relief from the medicine that is being given me, but it's not just like I have found the magic pill yet to get rid of the headaches. And so he was, let's see, what do we need to do next? This one, right? Yeah. He was pressing on my head and trying to see where it would start, and most of the time it starts on the right side of my head, in the back, at the neck, and then it's just up and over, but it don't go all the way to the front of my head, like so he has not been calling them migraines. He's been calling them like a cluster headache type thing. Well, it was easier for me to just say migraines because people understand migraine, and they understand it hurts, and they understand it's nauseating, and when I'm hurt for several days, I am nauseous. And but anyway, he was like, I want to schedule you for an MRI. See, is that what goes next? Let's see. Moody Cats Design, Moody Cats Design, Moody Cats Design, Moody Cats Design. Yeah, this is what. He's like, I want to schedule you for an MRI for your neck. I want to see if your neck has a pinched nerve, and we just didn't know anything about it. I was like, okay. He said, so I want to see what all's going on back there. And so he has, in the meantime though, there was a brand new drug that is coming out. He only had samples, and he asked me had I heard of it at the pharmacy. I was like, no, we hadn't had that yet. And he said, well, that's not shocking because it is brand new. He said, but I don't even remember the name of it, y'all, but it's got Mobic and it's got Max Salt in it, all in one pill. And so he said, now this is, you treat this like a Max Salt. You take it when you know, the days are just really rough and long, and I was like, okay. When you just can't get the headache to ease up, this is what I want you to use. And so they called me at work yesterday. They have scheduled my MRI for November. I think it might be close to the first full week in November. And I'm going to go have that done and see if that can tell us something else. He's also got me set up with a massage therapist at the local hospital where I live. To see if we can't get some of this pain sort of worked out. Let's see. I think I want to try and go for this one. Across the top here. If I get my head in this camera, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see where my page is at. So I'm just glad. I told him, I said I was worried that you wouldn't even have any more options. We have tried so much stuff, and he's like, oh, I'm not done yet. I've got a little bit left up my sleeve. And I was like, Doc, that's for sure. He has not given up on me, even though I'm ready to just give up. But I'm tired of hurting. You know, if there's, I know a lot of people hurt and they can't get away from it. If there is an option for me to get away from it, I would love to. But if not, God does all things well. There's a reason behind it. Okay, so here on this one, this is where I think I want to pull in, and I don't know if this is going to work or not. I wanted to do a calendar, and I didn't know if I could use this to do the calendar in here, because this just says an October monthly overview, and it's 3 pages, but this might be for a 7x9. I don't know. But I wanted to try to use this and I've also got my bag of stencils to where I can, I think, draw in a 2-page calendar. I've got some trackers I can draw in. So here's a box for me to get my squares. So if I run this across the top, and then I come back with squares, I will need let's just play with it, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this work or not, but we're going to try it and we'll go from there. There ain't nothing better than playing around with stuff. Nothing more relaxing. This might look like it's been chewed up and spit out, but we'll have fun chewing it up and spitting it out, won't we? Yep. And I don't want to lose any of the deco. So we might just it's too cute to lose any of the deco. And I don't know, can we go this way with it and have a calendar? I don't think I can get all my days on there if I do that. But my boxes wouldn't need to be huge because I'm just going to put, I was just wanting to put these wacky holidays in there. It was more, it wasn't a functional calendar I was going for. It was a fun. Okay, let's just try it, y'all. Let's just see. Okay, so there's that. Now, if we take good, wonderful thing about Tasia stickers is that they're removable. So, hang on, y'all. This has got to be part 1. We're already 30 minutes into this video. Let me pause you or stop this and then I'll start another one. I'll be right back.